one of the biggest projects ever been built in Africa. These investments is really, there is nothing in the Liberia history. We are investing there more than $3 billion. Of these 20 years of work, 20 years of effort, 20 years of difficult good time, now we are building an amazing business, an amazing mine that will serve the people of Liberia, that will serve the government, that will serve Liberia. The concentrate, the mine, the railroad and the port give us the conditions to grow. What we can have in the future is a Liberia with 20 million tons, with 30 million tons. And this will make Liberia really one of the biggest and the best hubs of iron ore in the world. And this is our vision, our objective.
ArcelorMittal came to Liberia in 2005 to breathe life into the dormant Liberian mining sector. The port, the rail, the mines itself would enable us to start production of 5 million tons a year. But this was only the start. We've always had grand aspirations for our operations and partnership in Liberia.
What you see ArcelorMittal is doing, if you look around the country, you wouldn't find such an investment. We have systems in place that I can say for a fact that Liberians have not seen before.
It's a huge project of mine, concentrate, railroad and port.
The concentrator is a world-class, state-of-the-art infrastructure, costing over $1 billion. What it does is that it takes the raw iron ore from the crusher plant onto the conveyor system and then removes the waste material like rocks and dirt, leaving behind concentrated iron of 65%. This is more pure and ready for use in steelmaking.
We're going to be the biggest concentrator in West Africa. We're going to concentrate 20 million tons of iron ore every year.
No one would build such a huge project, which I built, by the way, and not stay.
The concentrate is going to be loaded directly. Once it comes from the concentrator, it's going to be loaded onto the train. We have wagons and we have a loading station. It's going to be loaded automatically to the train. And they're going to travel down to Buchanan. We have a 240-kilometer journey. Get to Buchanan. We're going to offload through the car dumper. There are new infrastructure being built. And then get along the stacker reclaimer and then tow the vessel to ship.
The railroad is an extremely important piece to transport the ore. And what we did, we upgraded the railroad in order to go from 5 million tons to 20 million tons. And you change all the sleepers for steel sleepers, and this cost $800 million there. And we are bringing more trains, we are bringing a sophisticated signaling system in order to cross the train, in order to maximize the volumes, to produce and to transport the 20 million tons.
We are thinking really to build one of the top-class railroads in the world. For the future, things that we are planning are really interesting and exciting.
And to have two ports now, the DSO port and the new port, in order to put this integrated operation at 20 million tons.
The port will be divided into two sections. the import section and export. Technically, it's a massive jump for us. It's going to be a complete change.
We will be the second largest producer of concentrate in Africa.
There's energy. Everyone's excited. The excitement comes about knowing the volume of work that is coming.
The community is extremely important for us. It's part of ourselves. We have our hospitals, we have our schools, we have projects of infrastructure, we have projects of education, we have VTC. We bring people to train them to work at the mine, to work at the concentrate, at the railroad port. It means they are very close to us, and we have a lot of different projects with the communities in order to support them, in order to make them part of our own operations.
So ArcelorMittal is the largest investor and a contributor to social development in our communities. We focus on the community interests, things that benefit the entire community instead of individuals. So that includes transformational investment, training, skills development, empowering people to make decisions on themselves. Schools constructed, clinics, playgrounds, and all of that and so forth. It has helped a whole lot. But one key thing that has really helped us is the economic growth that comes from jobs that we create.
Skills development in any developing country is critical. We're setting up a world-class concentrator, and to maintain that you need highly skilled artisans. ArcelorMittal set up this whole vocational training center because we can't go out in the market and hire the right skills. We had to train ourselves. But this facility is now giving the opportunity where people that's basically trained through this and go into the work market outside ArcelorMittal will be available for any company then to be absorbed. You lift actually the whole country's technical standards from a low base to a much higher base.
Because no institution in Liberia, the RC, that will mow you, give you every other thing, you don't pay cent. Every other thing you think on, they provide for you. At the end of the day, they give you a job to do. Very hard in the ArcelorMittal Liberia.
Where ArcelorMittal leads, others follow. This happened in 2006 when we came. When we entered Liberia, other mining companies came. We are the torchbearer of sustainable, mutually beneficial investment in Liberia. It has been a great challenge, but hey, we're ArcelorMittal, eh? Yeah, we're tough.
It's really an amazing history of challenges and results and resilience and beauty.
Phase 2 brings solution to Liberia as a country. It promises to provide jobs for a lot of Liberians. It promises to provide growth opportunity.
It will be one of the biggest operations in Liberia and one of the biggest in the world. And all the value associated in terms of tax, in terms of royalties, in terms of value creation and numbers of jobs, to be really very important for the country.